The first bit of technology I used was Google to research existing music magazines. I'm already familiar with how to use Google, so this made it a lot easier. After researching well-known music magazines such as Q and Mojo, I then analysed their front covers, content pages and double-page spreads. This helped me to find the conventions of music magazines and helped me to get inspiration for when it came to creating my own. I then used the website SurveyMonkey to create an online questionnaire for my target audience to help me gain an idea of their wants and needs for the magazine. I included questions such as, what is your preferred colour? Or what features would you like to see in the magazine? I had only ever used SurveyMonkey once before, but I still had a fairly good understanding of how to use it. The questionnaire allowed me to find further information to help me to produce my music magazine. It was simple to use and allowed me to create my questionnaire the way I wanted it. For instance, it had different choices as to how I could lay out the options to my questions. For example, multiple choice or open and closed questions. It collected up the results for me, which allowed me to analyse the results much more easily. Doing an online questionnaire made it so much more easier when it came to handing it out to people, as all I had to do was send it by email. This saved me a lot of time and effort of having to print out all the questionnaires and hand them out one by one. To brainstorm and get a sense of my target audience, I created a Prezi account, and with this account I created a mind map that contained information about my target audience. Some of the information included preferred colours, age range, gender and interests. I had never used Prezi before, and it was a new experience for me and something I had to learn as I went along. However, it was very simple and easy to use. After all my research was done, I started to put the production of my music magazine into place by using a camera to take my magazine images. I used an iPhone 6 camera as these are very good quality, so it ensured my images came out to a high standard. I also ensured I had good lighting for my images in order to get a clear, bright picture of my models. I made sure my images were on a plain background that was a different colour to what my model was wearing, as it would have made it easier when it came to editing my images. I then used the software Fireworks, which I had never used before, so using it was a massive learning curve for me. Fireworks allowed me to manipulate my images so that I could crop the existing background out and then make it transparent, meaning I could add any new background in for my images so that it would fit with my music magazine style and genre. In order to crop the background out well so the image looked suitable, I changed the existing background colour to a vibrant blue. This allowed me to tell the difference between the colours in the background compared to the colours on my model, so things such as hair, clothes and makeup. Also, making the background colour blue showed me any faults in my editing, so any little bits that I had missed out, which would have given me a more refined picture. I cropped the background out using the Magic Wand tool, which was very new to me, but it soon became clear that I had to highlight the area I wanted to crop and then select the delete button on the computer keyboard. Using the Magic Wand tool made it so much easier and quicker to crop large chunks of the background out. When it came to cropping more finer things and smaller things on the image, such as the head and hair, I used the eraser tool as this gave it a more smooth and finished look. It was very easy to use as all I had to do was select the eraser tool and then rub the areas that I wanted. You could also change the size of the eraser icon, so cropping smaller areas made it much more easier. I then started to assemble my magazine in Publisher, which I've used before, so it was very familiar and easy for me to use. I started by copying and pasting my images in and choosing a background colour for my magazine. I then needed to add my text into Publisher. I discovered a new website called 1001 Fonts, and this is what I used to get my magazine fonts from. Although I had never used it before, it soon became clear how to use it. It was very straightforward in the way that all I had to do was select the font I wanted and then type in what I needed it to say. Then I could easily copy and paste it into Publisher. 1001 Fonts allow me to change the size and thickness of my fonts, so it was exactly how I wanted it.